I'm going to teach you a list of specific shortcuts. First, I'm going to teach you the shortcut which takes into cell A1 in the current worksheet. Control Home. If I want to go to the last used cell in the worksheet, Control End. If I press the function key F5, a message box will come up like this, and then I can enter any cell reference I want. I would like to go to cell number C2, which happens to be the top left hand corner of the saved table of data. If I hold the control key down and use arrow keys, for example, control right arrow, control down arrow, control left arrow, and then control up arrow, and so on, you can similarly navigate around the saved data. If I press Shift F5, you can search for a specific content, or rather you can search for a cell which has a specific content. In this case, I would like to search for the name N10. So the selected cell has the same name which I was searching for. If I want to find out any other cells which have the same name, I can click on Find All. But in this example, there's only one cell containing this name. One of my favorite Excel shortcuts is navigating between different worksheets. If you look at the tab at the bottom, you can use Control Page Down to move right a tab, Page Up to move left a tab. Moving on to shortcuts that help us to select an area. First, I would go to cell number C2. Control A to select table of data the herein. If I click on the cell in the middle of this table of data, I can show you a number of the shortcuts quickly. A lot of the selection shortcuts are similar to the navigation shortcuts, but only the difference is we will hold the shift key down. For example, Control Shift right arrow, Control Shift left arrow, Control Shift up arrow, Control Shift down arrow. Now turning our attention to shortcuts for editing. First, let's select a small range of data. Control C for copy and select another range. Control V for paste. Control Z to undo. The alternative approach is again select the same range of data and press Alt E C and select the range where you want to paste to, and again press Alt E P. If you want to select entire column, Control Space. If you want to select entire row, Shift Space. If you want to edit the active cell, press function key F2. Now the active cell is open for editing. If you want to insert a row or column with the entire row or column highlighted, Control Shift plus, and to delete a row or column, Control minus. If you have a formula in a cell, for example, a simple formula equals G3, enter. If I want to copy the same formula in the selected cell, Control D will do that. If I want to toggle between relative, mix and absolute references, it's F4. Now we will look at what is visible and what is not visible. If you were to select a row, let's say for example row number 13, Control 9 will hide that row. To unhide that row, Control Shift 9. Let's select a column now. To hide a column, this time it's Control 0. To unhide a column, we need to use Alt O C U. If you want to see more worksheet and less menu, you can quickly hide the ribbon with Control F1 and Control F1 again to show the ribbon. If you want to zoom in or zoom out, it's Alt V Z. C for custom. You can type any value, for example 39, enter. And to reverse it, Alt V Z C, and this time we will make it 100, enter. Next I am going to look at shortcuts for the names. Just look at the cell, Control A to select the whole area, Control Shift F3 to bring up the name manager. I will create the names on the basis of the top row, I will untick this left column, click on OK. If you go and click on here, you can see all the names on the top row have been appeared. If I want to edit the names, it's Ctrl F3 to bring up the name manager. If I want to insert a name into a formula, for example sum, press F3 and here I would select age, click on OK. Now you can see how easy it is to use F3 key to bring a range into a formula. Just to press tab to complete. Before finishing this off, I would show you few more shortcuts. Firstly, if I click on cell number G25 and use key combination Alt equals, which will instantly sum up the range of numbers above. Enter. If I want to create a new line in a cell, for example hello, Alt enter, new line, Alt enter, another new line, Control enter. Now you can clearly see the width of this row has been increased because I inserted new line in this cell. The alternative approach to right click without the mouse is Shift F10. The final shortcut is F12, which is to save the worksheet.